For my first unit plan on K through 2, I decided to do blindfold. When I first decided to do blindfold, I was a little confused and a little lost, so I decided to go with a sport instead of just going with the generic minefield type games. So what I did was I crossed blindfold games with hockey games. Sounds a little impossible, but I think that I may have figured it out. So here's a diagram of the playing court. The red X's or red asterisks in the middle of the court would be the students with the hockey sticks and the pucks. And then the blue asterisks on the outside would be the other students standing around the court. Now, the job of the blue students is to call out one of the students' names in the middle. The teacher will tell which blue student, to call out a particular person's name. So they'll start calling their name, and the students in the middle with the puck have to hit the ball to the students who are calling their name. Now, the way this works, or the way the students interchange, is whichever student the ball goes to will be using small gator balls or big gator balls to start out with, and then if the students get better at it, then we'll eventually go to a smaller gator ball, but we'll use a big gator ball to begin with. But whichever student the gator ball goes to is which student will take that student's spot in the middle, and they'll just change out and interchange as the game goes on. So, as a few modifications, this is what we'll do. We'll add more students to the middle, so there'll be more students who are being blindfolded and have to learn how to hit the ball or get comfortable with hitting the ball blindfolded. I think this will also kind of lighten up the students, and they'll be forced to use other senses. They'll be forced to use their hearing. They'll be forced to use their sense of feel to feel out the way the hockey stick works and how to hit the ball. Also, we'll add students clapping, so they have to listen closely for their names. So the other students, now they're not going to be clapping very loud, but they're just going to be lightly clapping on the outside. So the students in the middle have to listen very closely to who's calling their name. And if the student gets it right, let's go back to the main page or the diagram. If the student gets it right, that student will pick up a little noodle slice. And however many noodle slices they get, we'll add them up at the end, and maybe maybe their name goes up on the wall for the day, or they get to line up first or whatever, just things to motivate them for the game that day. Anyways, that's my game. And one more modification that we might use is we would have the students stand behind a goal. So we would add goals to the outside of the ring right here. And then say the ball goes in the goal, the student that rings the goal gets a little noodle slice too. So there's multiple ways to earn a noodle slice, and that is Marco Polo hockey.